Hey guys, and welcome to the beautiful, amazing forest and the water. I hope you can really feel the beautiful energies around, and the ducks coming right now. um, I hope you can really just soak in the beautiful, beautiful energy. There might be other things to hear as well, dogs and kids and people passing around, because I am not the only one enjoying this weather in the nature, and I think that's a really good thing. You can really see a lot more people using the nature, or being in the nature now than it was a couple of years ago. So I think that's beautiful. I wanted to comment on a couple of things. So one thing is the change in the nature and in the frequency, which really, the way I've been shown, is a lot about our ability to actually entrain with the frequency they hold, to actually feel more of that frequency and to align our frequency with it so that we can receive more. I had this experience about a month ago that was really profound to me and really beautiful. So I have this hazel tree, huge hazel tree, just a few meters from my door, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's huge, and I tend to go, like, if there's days I cannot go to the forest for some reason and I haven't been in nature, which I always really prioritize. I often go, for a little walk, and I go and pass by this tree, and I hug this tree, I hold on it, I communicate with it, maybe I sit under it and do a little meditation. And so this was one of those days where I went for a little evening walk, and I was just going to hug this tree on my way back. And what happened that I was really not expecting at all was, as I was approaching this tree, I was met by 3 layers. And in this first layer, it was like, I don't really know how to explain it. It's almost like being met by another density, though density is not the right word. So it's more like you just feel the energy is different. So it was almost like I was being stopped. It was just like the air was different. The energy was sort of stopping me. And I stopped there, and I was just standing there, and I felt the energy started moving in my body in specific places, and I felt my energy started almost like reorganizing itself a bit. And then I felt her, so the tree, more. And then I was told that I could go closer, and as I stepped one step closer, I came into what I experienced as the second layer. And again, I felt this energy starting moving, and she told me that she was aligning my energy with hers. And so as I stepped then to the inner layer, so that I could touch the trunk and I could hug her, I felt again, like, then it was like this whole aligning of the whole column, the energy centers, and also I felt my energy field being different. It felt lighter in a sense. It felt, I almost want to say, less complex. But the way I see it is not at all less complex. It's just, I guess, more aligned, or more coherent is probably the best word. And then I could hold on the trunk, started communicating with her, and I could hug her. And what she told me was that what we are now experiencing is that the energy on the earth, the energy coming up from the earth, is very different. And what is happening is that as we have been rising our frequency, we are now holding a frequency where we can feel more of the energy of the earth. And so we can experience, how do I want to say this? Almost like we can have deeper experiences in the nature than we used to, more easily. And we can work with the nature and with the earth in healing, for example, on a deeper level than we could. And this is what she told me that she was aligning my energy to, because there was obviously something in my energy that needed to be aligned to her energy in order for this sort of deeper communication to happen. And for me to be able to receive more. And it was a very humbling, very beautiful experience. So I really want to encourage you guys to really be deeply present when you're in nature, and try to connect in with the trees, with the plants, with the rocks, with the ground, with the water. It's starting to get a bit chilly to be in the water here now, though I'm still doing it, but it feels really amazing for the body being in water. I've been working a lot with water also over the last weeks. So everything of the nature, everything of the earth is really, really available for us now. And it's almost, my experience now is that when I walk into the nature, it's almost like I get drawn into it, almost like a meditative state immediately. It's really beautiful. The other thing I wanted to mention is a bit of the energies that I've been getting some information or some messages about now. So I've been told that we are now moving into a period where there will be a lot of choice points, a lot of transformation, very sudden shifts. Again, we have had periods of that before, and almost like what I'm saying as I'm talking now is completion. So there are things that we have been either in our own work on ourselves, things that we have been experiencing, things that we have worked on that are now, or things we have seen or gotten some information on that are now sort of starting to come together. It's like we have had like bits and pieces of a puzzle, and now those pieces start fitting together in a puzzle, and we can sort of start seeing the full picture of it. This is what starts bringing us into the energies that I've been shown of 2022, and the coming together, and more of a coming together of soul connections, of soul family, of those we know, or those that we are supposed to come together to for the work we're stepping into as well. So what I'm saying also now as I'm talking is that if things are coming up that you have been through and you sort of thought that this I have had finished this now, or this doesn't make sense, or why is this coming up again, because it wasn't really like a specific trigger to this now, or it's just a completion of it. So don't go too much like into the pattern of analyzing it, or thinking too much about it, or being worried about why it's coming up again, because it's really just for the completion, and for you to be able to sort of bring the threads together, or bring the pieces of the puzzle back into a picture. And what we'll be seeing is transformation, because when these things are coming together, it's sort of like things are like clicking into place, and we can start to move. So also be open for people around you to have very sudden changes. They can very suddenly shift, like take a 180 turn and shift in perspective, shift in what they're doing. There can be sudden shifts in relationships. Really, even even more like what is not aligned for your path forward will fall away, and we will start to see very sudden synchronicities of things coming in, people suddenly coming in, because we're coming more into alignment, and so things are starting to click into place. So the way I see it is like there's this like amazing ups, and there's like sudden downs, and then it's very easy to be confused, why is this happening, and now things were like seemingly moving the right way, but it's all in order to get you in deeper alignment, in order to get you in deeper connection with your own guidance, your own higher self, your own heart, your own soul, call it what you want to call it, but to get everything in alignment so that your energy can move forward. So also continuously the beliefs that are holding you back, all the limiting beliefs you have, will continuously come up, and we just keep clearing them, because the programs are dying, are going away. So we need to clear them. The more we clear over the programs, the more clearer we get, the more clear our energy get, the more we can feel nature, the more our energy is rising, the more we can feel our heart, the more we can feel our intuition, and the more we also access. So more types of experiences, more conscious awareness of dream work, or dimensional experiences, those types of things, because there's really a lot happening now, and there's a lot of the old dying, and so really also holding the perspective, always feeling the feelings, always, and releasing it and letting go of it, but really staying present, and aware of the perspective you hold when things are leaving your life, whether it's a limiting belief, whether it's a job, whether it's a pattern, whether, like, no matter what type of thing it is. At the same time as you feel whatever you need to feel around it that is coming up for you, also hold the perspective and remind yourself that this is causing further alignment. This is sort of catapulting me into more of who I am, because it's remembering we're doing. That's what we are doing here now. We are remembering why we are here. We are remembering who we are, and we are remembering more and more and more of it. And the more you see of who you are, the more you come out of all the fear programming. And one of those really strong ones is the fear of your power, the fear of actually seeing who you are and how much you hold. When you let go of that, instead of focusing on, oh my goodness, I have to let go of all these things and this is scary, also hold and remind yourself that this is allowing for the new to come in. We have to clear out the old to allow for the new to come in, and that's really what we're doing now, the coming weeks I've been shown. So there will be a lot of transformation, choice points, because we have to make the empowered choices ourselves of where we want to go. There can also be divine interventions, but it's really important to make the decisions and make the choices ourselves from an empowered state, and clearing beliefs, coming into our own power, and remembering more and more and more as we move forward. I hope this can be of help for you. Please share if you like the video. I hope you enjoyed the beautiful nature with me. I really love doing some videos in the nature. Hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.